Have you ever felt like your mind was holding you back? Like there's a hidden power inside you, just waiting to be unleashed? Well, you're not alone. Many of us go through life feeling stuck, unable to reach our full potential. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your true power is already within you? That's right, it's your mind. In this video, we're going to explore how to tap into that incredible mind power and use it to transform your life. This isn't about tricks or gimmicks. We're diving deep into spiritual practices that have been used for centuries to harness the power of the mind. So if you're ready to take control of your thoughts, emotions, and ultimately your reality, stick around. You're about to discover how to get real mind power in your everyday life. Let's start by understanding what mind power really is. Simply put, mind power is your ability to control and direct your thoughts and mental energy. It's like having a supercomputer inside your head and learning how to use it properly. When you have strong mind power, you can focus better, make clearer decisions, and even influence the world around you in positive ways. Think about it. Everything in your life, from your job to your relationships, is influenced by how you think and feel. That's mind power in action. When you're stressed or upset, things often seem to go wrong. But when you're calm and focused, you might notice that things just seem to fall into place. That's not just luck. It's your mind power at work. Here's a simple example. Have you ever been in a bad mood and it felt like everyone around you was grumpy too? That's because your mental state was affecting how you perceived and interacted with the world. Now imagine if you could control that mental state, choosing to be calm, confident, and positive no matter what's happening around you. That's the kind of real-life superpower we're talking about. Mind power isn't just about positive thinking, though. It's about developing a deep understanding of how your mind works and learning to use it as a tool. It's about being able to concentrate deeply, to visualize your goals clearly, and to maintain emotional balance even in tough situations. These skills can help you in every area of your life, from acing a job interview to improving your relationships or achieving your personal goals. But here's the really exciting part. Mind power isn't some magical ability that only a few special people have. It's a skill that anyone can develop with practice. Just like you can train your body to become stronger and more flexible, you can train your mind to become more powerful and resilient. And the best part? You don't need any special equipment or expensive courses. Everything you need is already inside you. So why is mind power so important in real life? Well, in today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with information, distractions, and stress. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to lose focus on what's really important to us. But when you develop your mind power, you gain the ability to stay centered and focused no matter what's going on around you. You become better at solving problems, making decisions, and dealing with challenges. Imagine being able to stay calm and clear-headed during a stressful work presentation, or being able to easily resist temptations that don't align with your long-term goals. Picture yourself confidently pursuing your dreams, undeterred by setbacks or obstacles. That's the kind of real-life impact mind power can have. But mind power isn't just about achieving external success. It's also about finding inner peace and happiness. When you have control over your mind, you're less likely to be swept away by negative emotions or stuck in unproductive thought patterns. You can choose to focus on the good things in your life, to find joy in the present moment, and to maintain a positive outlook even when things get tough. In essence, developing your mind power is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about taking control of your life, rather than feeling like life is controlling you. And the best part? The journey of developing mind power is itself incredibly rewarding. As you practice these techniques, you'll start to notice positive changes not just in your external circumstances, but in how you feel on the inside. You'll likely find yourself feeling more confident, more at peace, and more in tune with your true self. So, are you ready to unlock your mind's true potential? Are you excited to discover the power that's been within you all along? Great! Let's dive deeper into how mind and spirit are connected, and how this connection can supercharge your mind power. Now that we understand what mind power is and why it's so important, let's explore something really fascinating: the connection between mind and spirit. You might be wondering, what does spirituality have to do with mind power? Well, the answer is everything. You see, in many spiritual traditions, the mind and spirit are seen as deeply interconnected, almost like two sides of the same coin. Your mind is not just your brain or your thoughts. It's a deeper part of you that's connected to something greater. Call it your spirit, your soul, or your higher self. This connection between mind and spirit is what gives mind power its real strength. When you tap into this connection, you're not just using your brain power. You're tapping into a deeper, more profound source of wisdom and energy. It's like the difference between trying to light up a room with a small flashlight versus flipping a switch and illuminating it with the full power of electricity. So how does this work in real life? Well, think about those moments when you felt truly inspired or had a sudden flash of insight. Maybe you were in nature, or meditating, or just in a state of deep focus. In those moments, it often feels like the answer or idea came from somewhere beyond your normal thinking mind. That's your spiritual connection at work. This spiritual aspect of mind power is what allows for truly transformative changes in your life. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts or using willpower to push through challenges. It's about aligning your mind with your deepest values and your highest purpose. When you do that, you tap into a wellspring of motivation, creativity, and resilience that goes beyond what you might normally think is possible. Now, I know talking about spirituality might sound a bit out there for some people, but here's the thing. You don't need to follow any particular religious or spiritual tradition to benefit from this connection. The practices we're going to discuss are universal. They've been used by people from all walks of life, all around the world, for thousands of years. Whether you consider yourself spiritual or not, these techniques can help you tap into the deeper wisdom of your mind. The beauty of this mind-spirit connection is that it's available to everyone. You don't need to be a monk living in a monastery or a guru on a mountaintop to access this power. It's right there inside you, waiting to be awakened. All you need is the willingness to look within and the patience to practice. When you start to work with this mind-spirit connection, you might notice some interesting changes. You might find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of the subtle energies around you. You might start to see patterns and connections in your life that you never noticed before. You might feel a greater sense of purpose and direction, as if you're more in tune with your life's path. But perhaps most importantly, connecting with your spiritual side can give you a sense of peace and groundedness that's hard to find anywhere else. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, having this internal anchor can be incredibly powerful. It allows you to stay centered and calm, even when everything around you is in turmoil. This spiritual connection also helps you develop a broader perspective on life. Instead of getting caught up in day-to-day problems and worries, you start to see the bigger picture. This doesn't mean you ignore your problems, quite the opposite. It means you're better equipped to deal with them because you're coming from a place of inner strength and wisdom. So how do we start tapping into this mind-spirit connection? Well, that's where spiritual practices come in. These are techniques that have been developed over centuries to help people quiet their minds, connect with their inner selves, and access deeper levels of awareness and insight. Some of these practices might be familiar to you, things like meditation, prayer, or mindfulness. Others might be new, like energy work or certain forms of yoga. The specific practice isn't as important as the intention behind it. What matters is that you're taking time to turn inward, to quiet the chatter of your everyday thoughts, and to connect with something deeper within yourself. As we go through this journey together, we'll explore several of these practices. Some might resonate with you more than others, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to find what works for you, what helps you feel more centered, more connected, and more in tune with your inner wisdom. Remember, developing your mind power through spiritual practices isn't about becoming someone else or achieving some perfect state of enlightenment. It's about becoming more fully yourself, more aware, more intentional, and more in harmony with your true nature. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-empowerment. And here's some great news. You don't need to radically change your life or spend hours each day in meditation to start seeing benefits. Even small, consistent practices can make a big difference over time. It's like working out. You don't need to become a professional athlete to benefit from exercise. Just a little bit each day can lead to significant improvements in your health and well-being. As we move forward, I want you to keep an open mind. Some of these ideas might be new to you, and that's okay. Approach them with curiosity. Be willing to experiment and see what works for you. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Developing mind power is a journey, not a destination. Every step you take is progress, even if you don't see dramatic results right away. So, are you ready to start this exciting journey? Are you prepared to unlock the incredible power that lies within your mind and spirit? Great! In the next section, we're going to dive into our first practical technique for developing mind power, learning to quiet your mind. This is the foundation for all the other practices we'll explore. So let's get started. Now that we understand the importance of mind power and its connection to our spiritual side, let's dive into our first practical step, quieting the mind. This might sound simple, but in today's busy world, it's actually one of the most challenging and rewarding things you can do. Think about it. How often is your mind truly quiet? If you're like most people, your thoughts are probably racing from the moment you wake up until you fall asleep at night. You might be thinking about your to-do list, replaying conversations in your head, worrying about the future, or dwelling on the past. This constant mental chatter is normal, but it can also be exhausting and overwhelming. Learning to quiet your mind is like clearing out a cluttered room. When your space is messy, it's hard to find what you need or to relax. But when everything is clean and organized, you can think clearly and feel at peace. The same is true for your mind. When you learn to quiet the constant stream of thoughts, you create space for clarity, creativity, and inner wisdom to emerge. So how do we start quieting the mind? The most powerful tool we have is meditation. Now, I know the word meditation might bring to mind images of monks sitting in perfect stillness for hours. But don't worry, that's not what we're talking about here. Meditation can be simple, short, and incredibly practical. At its core, meditation is just the practice of focusing your attention. It's like training a puppy. Your mind will wander, and that's okay. The practice is in gently bringing it back to your point of focus over and over again. This simple act of returning your attention is what builds your mind power over time. Let's try a simple meditation technique right now. Find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting or lying down. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Do this a few times, focusing your attention on the sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. As you continue breathing deeply, you might notice thoughts popping into your head. That's perfectly normal. Instead of getting frustrated or trying to push the thoughts away, just notice them. Imagine they're like clouds floating across the sky of your mind. Acknowledge them, and then gently bring your attention back to your breath. Try this for just a minute or two. How do you feel? Even this short practice can begin to quiet the constant chatter in your mind, leaving you feeling more calm and centered. The beauty of this simple meditation is that you can do it anywhere, anytime. Stuck in traffic? Take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensation. Feeling overwhelmed at work? Close your eyes for a minute and watch your breath. By incorporating short moments of meditation throughout your day, you'll start to develop a habit of mental calmness. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I tried meditation before, and I couldn't stop my thoughts. Here's a secret. The goal of meditation isn't to completely stop your thoughts. That's nearly impossible, especially when you're just starting out. The goal is to change your relationship with your thoughts. Instead of getting caught up in every thought that passes through your mind, you learn to observe them without getting attached. Think of it like sitting by a river, watching leaves float by on the surface. You're not trying to stop the leaves or grab onto them. You're just observing them as they pass. This is the kind of detached awareness we're aiming for in meditation. Over time, you'll find that this ability to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them becomes a powerful tool in your everyday life. As you practice meditation regularly, you'll likely start to notice some interesting benefits. Many people report feeling more calm and centered throughout their day. You might find that you're less reactive to stress, able to respond to challenges with more clarity and composure. You might even notice improvements in your focus and concentration. But the benefits of quieting your mind go beyond just feeling more relaxed. When you create space in your mind, you open yourself up to insights and ideas that might otherwise get drowned out by mental noise. Have you ever had a great idea pop into your head when you were in the shower or taking a walk? That's often because in those moments, your mind is relatively quiet, allowing new thoughts to bubble up from your subconscious. By practicing meditation and learning to quiet your mind, you're essentially creating more of those moments in your life. You're setting the stage for creativity, intuition, and deeper understanding to emerge. This is a crucial aspect of developing your mind power. It's not just about controlling your thoughts, but about allowing your innate wisdom to shine through. Now, I want to address something important. Meditation isn't always easy, especially when you're just starting out. You might find it challenging to sit still, or you might feel like your mind is even busier than usual when you try to meditate. This is completely normal. In fact, it's a good sign. It means you're becoming more aware of your thoughts, which is the first step in learning to work with them. If you find meditation challenging, be patient with yourself. Start with just a few minutes a day and gradually increase the time as you feel comfortable. Remember, this is a practice. Just like learning to play an instrument or mastering a sport, it takes time and consistency. The key is to approach it with curiosity and kindness towards yourself, rather than judgment. There are also many different types of meditation you can explore. While we started with a simple breath meditation, you might find that other techniques work better for you. Some people prefer guided meditations, where a teacher talks you through the process. Others enjoy moving meditations, like walking mindfully in nature. Some find it helpful to use a mantra or a visual focus point. Feel free to experiment and find what resonates with you. As you develop your meditation practice, you'll be laying a strong foundation for all the other mind power techniques we'll explore. Quieting your mind is like clearing the stage before a performance. It creates the space for something amazing to happen. Remember, the goal here isn't to achieve some perfect state of mental silence. It's about developing a new relationship with your mind, one where you're in control rather than being controlled by your thoughts. This shift, though it might seem subtle at first, can have profound effects on every aspect of your life. So, I encourage you to start small. Set aside just 5 minutes a day to practice quieting your mind. Find a time that works for you, maybe first thing in the morning, or during your lunch break, or before you go to bed. Create a little ritual around it if that helps. Light a candle, play some soft music, or find a special spot in your home. Make it a non-negotiable part of your day, like brushing your teeth. As you continue this practice, pay attention to how you feel not just during meditation, but throughout your day. You might start to notice subtle changes. Maybe you're a little calmer in stressful situations, or you're able to focus better at work. Maybe you're sleeping better, or you're more aware of your emotions. These small changes are signs that you're developing your mind power, creating a stronger connection between your conscious mind and your deeper, spiritual self. Remember, quieting your mind is just the first step on our journey to developing real mind power. It's the foundation upon which we'll build all our other practices. So take your time with this, be patient with yourself, and know that every moment you spend in meditation is strengthening your mind and spirit. In our next section, we're going to explore another powerful technique for developing mind power, visualization. But for now, I encourage you to focus on this practice of quieting your mind. Give it a try and see how it feels. You might be surprised at the power of simply being still and present with your own mind. Now that we've learned how to quiet our minds, let's move on to another powerful technique for developing mind power, visualization. You might have heard of athletes using visualization to improve their performance, or business leaders using it to achieve their goals. But visualization isn't just for elite performers. It's a tool that anyone can use to enhance their mind power and create positive changes in their life. So, what exactly is visualization? Simply put, it's the practice of creating vivid mental images of what you want to achieve or experience. It's like daydreaming with a purpose. When you visualize, you're essentially giving your mind a blueprint of what you want to create in your life. Why is visualization so powerful? Well, your mind doesn't always distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you visualize something clearly and consistently, your brain starts to believe it's real. This belief can then influence your actions and decisions in ways that help make your vision a reality. Let's try a simple visualization exercise right now. Close your eyes and imagine a lemon. See its bright yellow color, its oval shape, the slight bumps on its skin. Now imagine cutting the lemon in half. See the juicy flesh inside, the tiny seeds. Now imagine bringing one half of the lemon to your nose and smelling its fresh, citrusy scent. Finally, imagine biting into the lemon, tasting its sour juice on your tongue. If you did this exercise fully, you might have noticed your mouth watering or your face scrunching up a bit. That's because your mind reacted to the imagined lemon as if it were real. This same principle is what makes visualization such a powerful tool for developing mind power. When you visualize your goals or desired experiences regularly, you're training your mind to recognize and move towards opportunities that align with your vision. You become more attuned to possibilities you might have otherwise missed. Plus, the act of visualization itself can boost your motivation and confidence, making you more likely to take action towards your goals. So how can you use visualization in your daily life? Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for visualization practice. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then, begin to create a mental picture of what you want to achieve. Let's say you're working towards a promotion at work. Visualize yourself in your new role. See yourself confidently leading meetings, successfully completing important projects, and receiving recognition for your work. Make the image as vivid as possible. Engage all your senses. What does your new office look like? How does it feel to put on the clothes you wear in this new position? What sounds do you hear around you? The key to effective visualization is to make it as real and detailed as possible. Don't just see the end result, visualize the process of getting there. See yourself putting in the work, overcoming challenges, and growing into the person who achieves this goal. Remember, visualization isn't about escaping reality or indulging in fantasy. It's about programming your mind for success and creating a clear mental image of what you want to achieve. By doing this regularly, you're aligning your subconscious mind with your conscious goals, which can be incredibly powerful in driving real-world results. Now that we've explored visualization, let's dive into another crucial aspect of mind power: positive thinking. You've probably heard the phrase "think positive" many times before, but there's more to it than just trying to be cheerful all the time. Positive thinking is about consciously choosing thoughts that support your well-being and align with your goals. Our thoughts have a profound impact on our reality. They shape our emotions, influence our decisions, and ultimately determine our actions. When we consistently think positive thoughts, we're more likely to feel good, make choices that benefit us, and take actions that lead to positive outcomes. But here's the thing. Our brains are naturally wired to pay more attention to negative information. This made sense for our ancestors who needed to be alert to potential dangers. But in today's world, this negativity bias can hold us back. That's why cultivating positive thinking requires conscious effort and practice. So how can we start thinking more positively? One simple technique is to practice gratitude. Each day, take a few moments to think about things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a delicious cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. By focusing on the good things in your life, you're training your mind to notice and appreciate positivity. Another powerful technique is to reframe negative situations. When something challenging happens, instead of dwelling on the problem, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how might this situation benefit me in the long run? This doesn't mean ignoring real problems, but it helps you approach difficulties with a more constructive mindset. It's also important to be mindful of your self-talk. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself in your mind. Are you often critical or negative? Practice replacing negative self-talk with more supportive and encouraging thoughts. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try, "I'm learning and improving every day." Remember, positive thinking isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, learning from challenges, and maintaining hope and optimism even in difficult times. With practice, Positive thinking can become a habit that significantly enhances your mind power and overall quality of life. Building on the power of positive thinking, let's explore another powerful tool for developing mind power: affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They're like seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, growing into beliefs that shape your reality. The idea behind affirmations is simple but profound. What you consistently tell yourself, you begin to believe. And what you believe influences how you feel, act, and ultimately, what you experience in life. By using affirmations, you're essentially programming your mind for success and positivity. So how do you create effective affirmations? Start by identifying areas of your life where you want to see positive change. Maybe you want to boost your confidence, improve your health, or attract more abundance. Then, create positive statements that reflect your desired reality. For example, if you want to improve your confidence, you might use affirmations like, "I am confident and capable in all situations. I trust in my abilities and make decisions with ease. I radiate confidence, self-respect, and inner harmony." The key to making affirmations work is to use them consistently. Repeat your chosen affirmations several times a day, especially in the morning when you wake up and at night before you go to sleep. These are times when your subconscious mind is particularly receptive. It's important to phrase your affirmations in the present tense, as if what you desire is already true. Instead of saying, "I will be confident," say, "I am confident." This helps your mind accept the affirmation as your current reality. When you first start using affirmations, you might feel some resistance. Your mind might argue, "But that's not true." This is normal. Remember, you're working to change deep-seated beliefs and thought patterns. Keep using your affirmations consistently, and over time, you'll start to notice shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and even your circumstances. Affirmations are most powerful when combined with feeling and visualization. As you repeat your affirmations, try to really feel the truth of the statements. Imagine how you would feel if they were already true. Visualize yourself embodying these affirmations in your daily life. By using affirmations regularly, you're actively shaping your mindset and beliefs. This is a powerful way to harness your mind power and create positive change in your life. Remember, the mind you feed is the mind that leads. By feeding your mind positive, empowering thoughts through affirmations, you're setting yourself up for greater success and fulfillment. As we continue our journey to develop mind power, let's explore a practice that's gained a lot of attention in recent years: mindfulness. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. It's a powerful tool for enhancing your mind power and bringing more peace and clarity into your life. In our busy world, it's easy to get caught up in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. We often go through our days on autopilot, not really paying attention to what we're doing or experiencing. Mindfulness breaks this pattern by bringing our attention back to the present moment. So how can you practice mindfulness in your daily life? It's simpler than you might think. Start by choosing a routine activity, like brushing your teeth or eating a meal. As you do this activity, try to focus all your attention on the experience. Notice the sensations, the smells, the tastes. If your mind wanders, which it will, gently bring your attention back to what you're doing. Another simple mindfulness exercise is the body scan. Take a few minutes to sit or lie down comfortably. Then, starting from your toes and moving up to your head, focus your attention on each part of your body in turn. Notice any sensations you feel without trying to change them. This practice helps you become more aware of your body and can be very relaxing. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind of thoughts. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. It's like watching clouds pass across the sky. You see them, but you don't try to hold on to them or push them away. Regular mindfulness practice can have profound effects on your mind power. It can help reduce stress, improve focus and concentration, and increase your overall sense of well-being. It also helps you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, which is crucial for developing greater control over your mind. Remember, like any skill, mindfulness takes practice. Don't get discouraged if your mind wanders a lot at first. That's completely normal. The practice is in noticing when your mind has wandered and gently bringing it back to the present moment. Over time, you'll find it becomes easier to stay present and focused. Now that we've explored various techniques for developing mind power, let's talk about how to put it all together into a daily practice. Consistency is key when it comes to developing mind power. It's better to practice a little bit every day than to do long sessions sporadically. Morning. Start your day with a few minutes of meditation to quiet your mind. Follow this with some positive affirmations to set a good tone for the day. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness during routine activities. Take a few deep breaths and center yourself before important tasks or meetings. Evening. Spend some time visualizing your goals and the life you want to create. End your day with a gratitude practice, reflecting on the positive aspects of your day. Remember, this is just a suggestion. Feel free to adjust the routine to fit your lifestyle and preferences. The important thing is to make mind power practices a regular part of your day. As you start your mind power journey, it's important to be patient with yourself. You might not see dramatic changes overnight, but with consistent practice, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in how you think, feel, and interact with the world. It can be helpful to keep a journal of your experiences. Note any changes you observe in your thoughts, emotions, or circumstances. This can help you stay motivated and track your progress over time. Also, don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Some techniques might resonate with you more than others, and that's okay. The goal is to develop a practice that feels authentic and beneficial to you. Congratulations! You've taken the first steps on an incredible journey to unlock your mind power. We've explored a range of powerful techniques, from quieting the mind through meditation to harnessing the power of visualization and positive thinking. We've learned about the transformative effects of affirmations and the grounding practice of mindfulness. Remember, developing mind power is not about becoming someone else or achieving some perfect state of being. It's about becoming more fully yourself, more aware, more intentional, and more in harmony with your true nature. It's about tapping into the incredible potential that already exists within you. As you continue on this journey, keep in mind that progress may not always be linear. There will be days when you feel incredibly focused and aligned, and others when you struggle to quiet your mind for even a minute. This is all part of the process. The key is to keep showing up, to keep practicing, even when it feels challenging. The practices we've discussed are not just techniques to be used in isolation. They're tools for living a more conscious, intentional life. As you integrate these practices into your daily routine, you may find that they begin to influence all aspects of your life. You might notice improvements in your relationships, your work, your health, and your overall sense of well-being. Remember, your mind is incredibly powerful. It shapes your experiences, your actions, and ultimately, your reality. By learning to harness this power, you're taking control of your life in a profound way. You're no longer at the mercy of random thoughts and external circumstances. Instead, you're consciously creating the life you want to live. So, I encourage you to start implementing these practices in your life. Start small if you need to. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and trust in the process. With time and consistent practice, you'll begin to tap into levels of mind power you never knew you had. You have within you the ability to transform your life, to achieve your goals, and to experience greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. The journey to unlocking your mind power starts now. Embrace it with an open heart and an open mind. The possibilities are limitless. Remember, this is just the beginning. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep practicing. Your mind is a powerful tool. Learn to use it wisely, and there's no limit to what you can achieve. Here's to your journey of personal growth and self-discovery. May you unlock the full potential of your incredible mind.